I mean, this is some really bizarro shit, okay? Listen to this. So first of all, apparently in China, you're allowed to do some wackadoo stuff that you're not allowed to do in the States. Granted, they do have controls in China. They have certain stuff that's taboo, off limits, but they're a lot more relaxed on what they'll allow you to do scientifically. I mean, beside the fact that they, take the organs of people that they arrest and toss into deep holes, never to be seen again. That's one example of some stuff that's way outside the bounds. This is also way outside the bounds. So Chinese scientists insert human brain gene into monkeys. Yeah, this is going to go real well. This is going to go real well. Have these people seen Planet of the fucking Apes? Has anybody seen these fucking movies? Does anybody take this stuff seriously? I mean, honestly, if you look at all the science fiction out there, how often those science fiction writers have been proven right in their predictions about the future, does anybody listen? Does anybody say, this kind of mirrors what was in that sci-fi story, and, the warnings given in that story seem to mirror reality, and they kind of seem like bad things that could happen in the real world, too. Maybe we should practice caution. Maybe we shouldn't develop AI so quickly. Maybe we shouldn't be so gung-ho to develop artificial intelligence in machines that could, advance, evolve intellectually at a geometric rate, that it just in a few years could advance what it took humans millions of years. Yeah, maybe we should practice caution. Nah, no caution. Hubris all the way. So scientists in China may have created a new kind of monkey. And with it, a big ethical dilemma. I think it's more than an ethical dilemma. You breed enough of these monkeys, super monkeys, that are as smart as people, but like 5 times stronger. Oh, bad idea. Researchers inserted a human brain gene into monkeys in an experiment with the potential to cross the wires of human and animal intelligence. And by the way, monkeys are already pretty smart. I think that fucking Coco that could sign language like 1,000 words or something had like an 85 IQ or something. That's crazy. She could use an iPod and shit, and you'd see her swiping and playing videos and shit. It's not a good idea to take an animal like that is so fucking strong and up its intelligence artificially. Yeah, let's just introduce a few million years of human evolution into this non-human but very intelligent on its own species. No, nothing bad could happen. A study published last month in Beijing's National Science Review journal describes the experiment, which is billed as the first attempt to experimentally introduce the genetic basis of human brain origin using a transgenic monkey model. This already sounds really scary. And it values the use of non-human primates in understanding human unique traits. Already I don't get it. Why don't you just study humans if you want to understand human unique traits, huh? Why don't you just do that? The researchers, it's like these people want to do shit just because they can. We could do this, so let's try it. Let's not. Let's not make pigmen, okay? Let's not do that. Does anybody want to see a little pig man running around, talking and oinking and shit? I don't. That's the product of my worst fucking nightmares. Little fucking pig man with a little knife while I'm sleeping. Jesus Christ. Oink, oink, oinking as he fucking stabs me to death in my sleep. No. Ay. This is crazy. The researchers inserted copies of the human MCPH1 gene, which is crucial for brain development, into 11 monkey embryos through a virus that carried the gene. This makes me think of that crappy Will Smith movie where they took a virus and they re-engineered it to kill cancer, and it just turned everybody into fucking zombies except for a few people that had immunity. 6 of the monkeys died. This sounds just like that fucking movie, the Planet of the Apes. They used a virus in that to mutate the fucking monkeys' brains and make them super smart. And then the monkeys, they got that mutation, they passed it on to their children. And then those fucking children took over the world after that virus mutated again and became lethal to humans. And then there weren't enough humans left to fight all these fucking super genius fucking monkeys. Did they learn? Did you see the possible fucking negative consequences here? Playing around with viruses and shit in this way? Nothing will hurt us. We're so smart. Yeah, the arrogance. However, the 5 that survived showed apparent strides in their cognitive functions. Hey, you don't say. You're introducing genes to develop their brains, and their brains were more developed. According to the study, those 5 monkeys did not show much difference in their general behavior or the size of their brains, but they went through brain scans and memory tests that showed improvements in short-term memory, reaction times, and brain development. Okay. Interesting. The study says the monkeys have potential to provide important and potentially unique insights into basic questions of what actually makes humans unique. I already know what makes us unique. We're smart because of evolution, as well as into disorders and clinically relevant phenotypes such as neurodegenerative and social behavior disorders that are difficult to study by other means. I see. But the study also set off a debate about genetically modifying animals, I don't give a fuck, and whether experiments like this could lead to even more extreme modifications. From what I understand, the Soviet Union tried some of this and made some monkey people, but they euthanasiaed the results because they were just too disturbing. But this was like under Stalin and shit. He wanted to make an army of ape men that had low enough intelligence that they would be easily manipulated, but smart enough so that they could follow more complex commands and use automatic weapons and shit. Yeah, that's real bright. That's real bright. Stalin wasn't too bright, by the way. He believed in witchcraft and psychic abilities and shit. I'm not going to get into that, though. Anyway, yeah, wow, this is crazy. It also raised questions about what would happen to animals who have human-like intelligence since they are not equipped to survive that way. Yeah, you see, evolution didn't give them intelligence like a human. You know, they didn't give animals human intelligence because they didn't need it to survive, you see. The environment shapes you, okay? Now, humans, of course, have developed the ability to shape our environment. But regardless, evolution gives you the tools you need to survive, okay? Monkeys are so strong because they need that strength. They climb up trees, they swing around by one arm. They're very physically active, and they need their physical strength to survive in the environment they exist within. And the intelligence that they have is the exact amount they need to survive in that environment, okay? Now, if they left that environment and set off on a sojourn similar to that of our ancient ancestors, then over hundreds of thousands and millions of years, by entering new and varying environments and having to adapt or die, they would develop that as greater intelligence, okay? To be more adaptable, to make different tools, to survive in the different environments that they are entering into. And then they would, over that time, lose their physical strength to a certain extent because they wouldn't need it as much. Okay, but if you start artificially introducing high intelligence into these fucking monkeys and you give them comparable intelligence to a human and they still have their great physical strength, yeah. I don't see any problems with that. No threat. Super genius monkeys with great strength as well that wouldn't be created by evolution. Because evolution is very efficient, right? It does away with what isn't needed and only keeps that which is required. This is playing with fire, man. Literally playing with fucking fire. The use of transgenic monkeys to study human genes linked to brain evolution is a very risky road to take. Yeah. Says James Sekela, geneticist who has conducted similar studies with primates at the University of Colorado. It's a classic slippery slope issue and one that we can expect to recur as this type of research is pursued. This is just really, really scary. It wouldn't be hard for this to get out of hand. If just one monkey was able to get out and, propagate with other monkeys and spread this human intelligence gene into the population of wild monkeys, well, you could see a dramatic uptick in their intelligence in a very short period of time. I could imagine monkeys running around Africa and invading human villages and just clubbing them to death, right? This is crazy. Forming into tribes, attacking humans in their own little armies, and they're so much stronger. Wow. The geneticist who led the study said he is already working on bigger experiments. Yeah, why don't we just introduce this human gene into every animal? Let's make super smart elephants, too. Yeah. And lions. Yeah, let's introduce it into lions and sharks. Yeah. Remember that? What was that stupid series of movies on TV, Sharknado? Bizarre. So bigger experiments on human and animal intelligence. Bing Su, a geneticist at the Kunming Institute of Zoology, told MIT Technology Review he has been adding a DNA variant called SRGA-P2C, which is a crucial link in the emergence of human intelligence, to monkeys. He said the results of those studies have yet to come. All it would take is one whack job in a laboratory. All it would take is some pita nut jobs or their equivalent in China, if they have such people in China who would risk getting their heads lopped off or the bullet in the head. I'm going to go and free the monkeys. We're the Chinese equivalent of PETA. Let's free them. And then they get out into the wild and they mate with wild monkeys. And before you know it, you've had this whole race of fucking super smart monkeys attacking and killing humans en masse. That's all it would take is one nut job, letting one monkey out. This is really dangerous stuff. This is crazy. This is why I told you, this is some crazy shit, man. All right, but wow, isn't that nuts? The hubris of scientists. It seems like they only do things because they can. This seems cool. Let's introduce human intelligence genes into every animal on Earth. Then they'll rise up and kill us all. Yes. So smart, right? Intelligence is the one thing that separates us from all the other fucking animals on the planet. You start introducing artificially human intelligence into species that also have far greater strength than us. No, that couldn't go wrong. No, we have guns and nukes. Yeah. You don't think a monkey could use a fucking gun if you gave him an uptick in intelligence a bit? 5, 10 more IQ points? What, are you kidding? I just watched a video the other day of a monkey using Instagram. What? He's scrolling through the fucking screens. And he's doing it randomly, too. And he's, I like this video, clicking on that. And he's not like moving systematically the same amount, screen by screen, like 1, 2, 3, and then clicking on the exact same point on the screen, which would tell you that he was somehow coached. He's very random about it. He's picking videos he likes, broads on beaches, naked broads, dancing monkeys, smoking cigars and shit. And he's using Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck? You give him an uptick in IQ a little bit more, he'll be able to figure out guns easy enough. You could teach him language already. Coco, the fucking sign language monkey. Jesus Christ. Give her an uptick of 10, 15 IQ points. See what happens. Yeah, we really want to do this, huh? So stupid. Oh, my God. All right, let me move on. Let's move on, shall we? Well, this next story is nuts. I'm still having pictures of fucking little pigmen. Can you imagine little pigmen running around on 2 feet on them little hooves with that little fucking tail, the curly fry tail, with fucking dual knives, run around stabbing like this? It's crazy. It's crazy. Wow, you would think that would frighten the shit out of people enough that they would stop doing this kind of stuff, trying to crossbreed humans and pigmen. Which, by the way, has happened. They've already introduced human genes, some wacky scientist, into pigs and sheep. Can you imagine talking sheep? Talking pigs? Oh, God. All right, enough.